Myself and Court have teamed up again. She's brought in another cracking dish. This is Veggie.
It is Veggie.
So alert to all the vegetarians out there that want something a little bit different, a little bit more interesting, if you're sick of the plain old routine that I'm sure a lot of you have.
Tomato penne pasta.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit, a little bit outside of the box.
It is
always good. So what do we got today?
Yeah, we're going to do some stuffed tomatoes, Matt.
Okay.
Now stay with me. We're
Roasted?
Gonna roasted.
Yep.
So nice and comforting, nice and unctuous. We're going to use some kind of meze ingredients, some harissa, some olives, and
a little bit of spice to it?
Yeah, bit of spice, bit of kick, and it's just, as you said, vegetarian food people can kind of go through the same track during the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit of inspiration to help you break the mold and throw this into your repertoire.
So first step, look, I'll do the fiddly task of the tomatoes.
Okay.
So I've got to slice the top off and remove all the inside from the tomatoes.
Yep, okay,
I know
sweet.
you don't want to do that, Matt.
Very true.
I'll let you do the filling. So we're going to make a filling to go with the stuffing.
Yep. Cooking off the onion.
Cooking off
this harissa.
The onion, the garlic. We've got some cumin seeds here, some fresh thyme.
Garlic.
Give that a couple of minutes first, and then we can go in with the peppers, the harissa, the olives, and the pine nuts.
Beautiful.
But at home, if you're watching and you go, oh, I don't like peppers, then just put
Change it up.
Yeah, put something else in.
Easy.
If you don't like olives, put something else in. With the tomatoes, we're just going to slice off the top. And just using a spoon. It seems fiddly, it's not actually that bad. Just using a spoon.
What would you do with the inside?
We're actually going to chop up the inside and use it in the filling.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. I'm just draining it on a sieve here. We just don't want all that liquid in there. But look, there's loads of things. Chuck it in your bolognese. Chuck it in your next soup. If you don't want to use it in this recipe.
Either jar it up or freeze it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just tomato pulp. It would be great in any kind of slow cooker recipe.
Done.
That took 5 seconds.
Pretty clean.
Sounds harder than it is.
Done. All right.
So I'm just going to repeat with the rest of these tomatoes.
Onions in.
Yep.
So everything here.
Yeah.
Is going in here.
Sweat that off with a little bit of salt.
Done.
Of course, you could use this filling for anything. We're doing tomatoes today, but if you've got some capsicums floating around or they're on special, stuff some capsicums, stuff some butternut pumpkin. Any vegetarian thing that you can kind of hollow out, you could use this filling in.
Right, onions in, garlic in, harissa.
Yeah, that can go in. So it's just a red pepper spicy paste.
Speaking of harissa, I actually used it last night. Fry pan, good hit of extra virgin olive oil, fried it off in a little bit of oil, took it off the heat. So just cooked out that rawness of the harissa, hit it with a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of honey, and used that as a salad dressing.
Oh,
and
delicious.
It was epic. Had a barbecue chalk that I just shredded up, folded through some roasted sweet potatoes, some green beans, some all that.
I love it.
It was really good. Thyme.
Yep.
Cumin seeds, so we'll get them in, let them hit the bottom of the pan so they toast up nicely.
So Matt, something else to give a bit of body to our stuffing is we've just got some roasted couscous. So it's vegetarian. Going to rehydrate it with, I need 160 mils of water. I've got a little jug here.
In here, the peppers.
Peppers can go in. So they're just from a jar. Capsicums. But you could put in any veggies you got floating around in your crisper. I don't want to shop every day at home.
No.
And I want to use up what's in the fridge. So this is a great one that you could use up. So roasted veggie, 160 mils of hot water. Easy as that.
Olives.
Yep, give them a little chop, Matt. I think they're just a bit big. They're just some Kalamata pitted olives. That couscous will take about 3 or 4 minutes to kind of rehydrate. So that's going to obviously give us a bit of body to the stuffing. At the minute, we've just got vegetables stuffed with vegetables.
Yep.
And we want to make this a main meal for our veggie viewers out there.
Yep.
I'm going to go half of the pine nuts in there, and we're going to use half later on as our little garnish. So we'll hold them back. Let the couscous rehydrate, and then we can mix the two together.
All right. Couscous done.
Done.
Filling.
Done.
Definitely done. I just tasted that.
Got a kick?
It's sharp. No, it's really good. Really good.
All right. Simple. Just mix that harissa mix through our roasted veggie couscous mix. This is the fun bit, Matt. I know you've been waiting for this. Oh, you could just eat it. You could just eat it.
No, good.
So we're just going to use this as a stuff. You could use that as a salad.
No, I think it'd be really nice.
Wanted to.
Some dried fruit.
Dried fruit would be good. Sultanas.
Some sultanas, some raisins, dates. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
So just Stuff them as much as you can. We're going to put a little lid on as well, if I can remember which ones match up with each one. This can be done a day in advance if you wanted to. You can just have these to pop in the oven during the week when you're strapped for time. We done?
Said it many times, I'm a cereal overfiller of pretty much everything, so that might be a little bit too...
No, overfilling's okay. This is a rustic. I've made extra mix so Matt can just eat it. All right, we can eat on that. Yep, now we've got to find the matching lids. That can go on that one. It doesn't really matter. That looks about right. That one on that one.
That, I'm trying to find a pattern here.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one
and
there.
that one.
Ah!
Oh no, they're falling. Pinch of sea salt. You know.
You know the drill.
You know the drill. Yep.
Get that blistering happening. Oven.
Oven's at 180.
Yep.
These are going to take about 30 minutes, I reckon, Matt, till they're just kind of hot and the tomatoes are soft but still just holding together.
All right, beautiful.
All right, Maddie.
So what's that been? 20, 25?
25 minutes,
Yeah.
depends on the size of your tomatoes, and we want them like that, almost falling apart.
Yeah. Is this going on the base?
Yeah,
And, just gonna lay 'em over
this
the
is
top?
optional. If you don't want to eat dairy, you don't have to. But I
I
just,
think you're gonna want that like sort of.
you kind of got that heat from
Yeah.
the harissa, and we've
That's
got
gonna be like that cooling element.
the acidity more. Yeah.
Oh, normally I get told too much.
No,
How's that?
like
More?
covering all more.
Jesus. Like that?
There's enough for 6 here. That's
Yeah.
good.
Good.
And then these are still hot. These just go over.
Are you gonna pour that oil over the top?
Piping. You definitely want to use this oil that's in here. This tomato flavoured oil's got the harissa in it. You need asbestos fingers for this. And look, you could let them rest a minute before you get them out, but we're all good. You want to pour all of that goodness over through a lot of the flavours.
So you've got all the juices out of the tomatoes, straight over the top.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Those pine nuts that we reserved earlier. There's some parsley floating around here. This is just optional.
A little bit of garnish, bit of
Oh,
freshness.
a bit of garnish. You don't need to do this at home, but a little bit of greenery, something a little bit fresh.
Done.
Are you convinced now?
I would eat it. It's tasty.
Before we started, Matt was like, stuffed tomatoes, they're really fiddly. They're not that fiddly
like
at all. Matt doesn't like fiddly.
But delicious.
Delicious.
And you did prove me right. They were incredibly fast to prep.
Yeah.
I will admit it when I'm wrong. You're right.
I don't want to be, I don't want to be I told you so.
You did it again.
But
I get it. It's delicious. Vegetarian, cracking little dish to throw into your repertoire.
Yep.
Something a little bit different. Do them up in a big batch and you've got plenty in there and just do it. You could have it a couple of nights a week easily.
Easy. He said it.